If you have bees in the brain, then this is the show for you. Wait, sorry, hold on just a second. Y'all, is this still X-Gifted? Hi, I'm Ren Eliza, and yes, this is X-Gifted. This is X-Gifted, the chaotic organized podcast. I am keeping the name X-Gifted for now, at least. We'll see how I feel going forward. It's tough to be someone who struggles with transitions, but who has to deal with endlessly shifting fixations. Just to help you all prepare for the transition that I'm going through, I wanted to kind of give y'all a heads up about what exactly chaotic organized is. The topic really isn't going to change. It's still going to be about executive dysfunction for adults. It's still going to be about basically just the stuff I do in order to get my shit together. Stuff that I'm having success with, stuff that I'm trying out and experimenting with. It will still be those kinds of things. The big difference is that I am not going to always come at things from such an explicitly gifted kid kind of angle. Which means that if you're getting help from this, please recommend it to your friends, even if they were not in the gifted program as children. Basically, if I say bees in the brain and you immediately just get it, then this is the show for you, whether or not you are in the gifted program. What chaotic organized means, what the new setup is going to entail, is that I'm a year into this, and I've come to realize that I'm not trying to shut up my chaos brain. I'm not trying to shut it down. I'm not trying to get rid of it. I'm trying to learn to inhabit this one body in something resembling peace. We think of peace and chaos as being two opposite ends of a spectrum, but I don't think that they necessarily have to be. I think that me and chaos can coexist moderately peacefully. We've been doing it for a little while at least, and so part of embracing that chaos means that I'm going to make my topics that I discuss on the show, in the blog, etc. I'm going to let the chaos brain determine a lot of that, which means I'm just going to follow my hyperfixations, and I'm going to talk through whatever it is that comes up as that interest, because, man, that's just the way I work best. I think that that's probably the way a lot of us work best, rather than trying to fit ourselves into the box of what we're supposed to be doing right now. We have those little interests like scratching at the back of our brain saying, yeah, but wouldn't you rather be doing this right now? And I'm going to try to listen to that, to embrace that, to follow it, see where it takes me. Now, the very responsible, organized part of me is going to be the part that makes sure that shit still actually gets done. That's why I've got my routines in place, and I've got systems set up so that whatever it is that my interest is, I can still capture it and actually make this into some kind of functional, hopefully educational container. So Chaotic Organized is this podcast, Ex Gifted, the Chaotic Organized podcast. It is my blog at chaoticorganized.com. And it is also the role planning system and everything that kind of goes along. Chaos, the website, chaoticorganized.com, and also my Ko-fi page, ko-fi.com/RenEliza. Those are big parts of what makes up Chaotic Organized as well. So if you're only listening to the podcast, then go check out both of those as well. It just occurred to me that it might be hard for you to hear. So if you are not looking at the show notes and stuff, it is chaoticorganized with a D.com. The website has long form blog posts and, other website-y stuff. That's where you can sign up for my email list, things like that. The Ko-fi page has short blog posts, great for people with executive dysfunction. And it is where I hosted the March Men's Wins challenge. And I am going to keep putting up other challenges like that. It's also the only way to support the show financially. Now, absolutely, please recommend me to your friends. Give me 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts or wherever you are listening to this podcast. The thing is, it's a core value to me to not hold back any of my ideas. So any of my ideas you can get through the podcast, through my blog posts, at least as fast as I can put them out. I have a lot more ideas than I publish, but I'm working on it. So it's my aim to only charge for my time, whether that's in one-on-one sessions, in group meetings, or through the actual packaging and formatting to be delivered in a different way, and products like the role planning system. So that's why I use Kawaii Kitsune by Kevin MacLeod as the song that I play at the beginning and end of my podcast. And I support Dyson logos and use them as all of the maps, at this point at least, for my role planning system. And even though both of those creators offer all of that stuff that I'm using for free, I also support them on Patreon because it's very important to me to uplift creators that are doing that and that are trying to put their stuff out there and basically share the stuff that they are creating with the world, with the people that are interested in their content. And I want the same thing too. I want you to share everything that I'm creating. Please do. And if you additionally want to support me financially, this is how you can do it. Join my Natural One membership. It is $1, and I'm going to have all of my basically the video versions of the podcast, the challenges formatted and packaged up into a nice month-long challenge that you can do on your own time. So if you were not interested in decluttering this past March, you perhaps will become interested in it next January when everyone wants to declutter. So for $1 a month, you can go through that on demand and join up with the challenge whenever you want to do it, instead of worrying about whenever the hell my chaos brain is going to go there. I expect that our interests are not going to always be perfectly in sync, so you don't have to do it on my time. With the Natural One membership, you can do it on your time instead. So the Natural 20 membership, on the other hand, same thing. You still get all of that stuff, obviously, but it also comes, if you like the podcast, it comes with a private podcast to listen to blog posts and things like that, so that you don't have to sit there and read it, because reading things with your eyes is hard, guys. This is what I've come to determine. The biggest thing for the Natural 20 membership, though, is that you get all of the role planning content, anything that I make or have made at the point that, for the entire time that you are a member, you get access to all role planning content unlocked. But even bigger than that, that's the only way now you can get into the Quest for Chaos, and that also comes with a one-on-one session. It's you and me to set up your character for the role-planning system. And we can also, every 3 months, basically do a new setup just to make sure that you're still on track. Normally $20 is a single 20-minute session, so this way you get this session where we set up your character, but you also get all of the role-planning stuff, and you get access to that private podcast. You can also always give a $3 one-time donation, and that's also going to unlock posts on Ko-fi and the video podcasts and things like that. So I hope that you're excited, as I am, to see where my chaos brain takes us next. And I will be back. I will be publishing posts over on Ko-fi, but other than that, I will also be back next week with the next episode of Ex Gifted, the Chaotic Organized podcast. Find us at exgifted.com or chaoticorganized.com. Until next time, bye.